from Cambodia. This startup started their business more than a decade ago, and since then, it became a leading provider of innovative communication services. Please welcome Mr. Tan Tin, CCO of EZECOM.
Right, pick on side, call them mama bad like Michael. Can't really trust nobody with all this jewelry on you. My roof look like a no-show. Got diamonds.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here. I'm pleased. Welcome to the Asian Korean Startup Week today. I'm happy to show our company what we are doing. But first of all, I would like you to watch our company milestone and how we build our company.
In 2008, Cambodia's first local internet service provider started operations in the capital city of Phnom Penh and historical province of Siem Reap. With the vision of becoming a leading internet services company in Cambodia, EZECOM strived towards offering international standard quality services to its customers. Recognition followed as the company was certified ISO 9001 from 2015 thereafter. EZECOM has continued to expand its business operations year after year, with its most notable milestone being the 2011 acquisition of Telcatel, the sole Cambodian member of the Asia American Gateway, AAG, a network of high-bandwidth submarine cable system that connects the United States to Southeast Asia. Apart from successfully meeting the needs of the entire domestic market, EZECOM has continued to expand its business interests to neighbouring countries in the region by participating in joint venture initiatives such as the development and construction of MCT, a new high-bandwidth capacity of submarine cable system connecting 3 countries, Malaysia, Cambodia and Thailand. Construction of the MCT was completed and launched in March 2017 and was ready for commercial sale in the same month. The new cable system is also directly connected to the AAG network. EZECOM is committed to continue bringing the fastest and most reliable internet service and related technology services to Cambodia. EZECOM, Cambodia's premium internet provider.
All right. You can see that how we can build up the company. It's almost a decade that our company is very successful in the market. And you're gonna go through the slide. Here I just give you very briefly about our internet users of thing statistic. You can see the orange line is about these mobile users. You see the mobile users start dropping in the year 2016 and 17 and 18. The reason why, because of the people are changing of the way of using from voice to data. And you can see the data of internet using also starting growing in year 2016, 17 and 18. And this can give our internet company provider a great opportunity. And you can see the data, for the 12 million something of the internet user is from mobile phones. And we can see the gap of the fiber broadband, fixed broadband, just only 3.3% of the penetration, so very low. That is a big opportunity for our company in order to expand operation for the fixed lines of internet. And here you can see the capacity of the growth in the year 2016 and year 2018. You can see the gap is from 150 gig to 450 gig in year 2008. So you see the consumption of this capacity in Cambodia, since the technology grow, online business, and also social networks. So people spend time on a social network that consume a lot of the capacity and bandwidth. And the problems, what a problem? Even we help to provide such a good service, but like I mentioned in the beginning, fiber broadband, fixed broadband is still in a limitation. The penetration is really low. So if we're talking about the accessibility, we have a limitation and speed problem, reliability, and cost of the infrastructures. As you see in Cambodia, the infrastructure we still face a lot of limitation, and less of the support from the government. Mostly it's come from the private sector gonna to spend on their own on the on the investment. And here, how we can build. Currently, we have built the 90% of the networks of the backbone network across the countries. But the thing is that we want to expand more. The last mile, the cables to the to the household, to the people, to the household. Currently, we have the 12,000 kilometers of the fiber network, and also we build the metro and network across the major city. And here is our international network. We are working with the multiple the partner, with the Hong Kong, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, and the Malaysia as well. And here what we offer to our customers. We have the majors of the a segment that we cover. For example, for instance, like wholesale, international, and corporate enterprise and retail internet. And also, so we also provide the WAS service. As you see that before, ISP, we focus on the connectivity. And currently, we start to adopt it. I think if we're talking about the Internet of Things, maybe Cambodia is a bit away from some of country, especially in the region. But we try to adapt the new technology. So we're going to be transformed from the service provider to a content provider in order to attract more customers. And here is our target customer. You can see that we are covered in the wholesale market up to 35%, and while the enterprise market we are covered up to 59% of the market share. That is a huge market, that is huge piece of the market share that we own it. But this is not enough, because we can see a big potential that we can expand in order to capture the opportunity. You can have a look at our revenue trend. In the year 2017, we achieved 20.5 million something, and in year 2008, we expect to $32 million. And you have a look on that we spend including international and domestic is $145 million. And our EBITDA last year is 30%, and this year our EBITDA is grown to 30%. It's profitable. It's really profitable. And the CapEx is less than 20%, and ROI is between 2 to 4 years. And why I'm here? We are looking for a potential partner from Korea. I think in the year 2014, 2004, 5, 7, I saw the movement of the Korean business investor in Cambodia. But later on, in the year 2010, I see the number erosion from the Korean investor from Cambodia. For me personally, in the, local people, I can see that a lot of opportunity for the Korean. Since the Korean, is a developed country and have high technologies. So why not consider looking for a great opportunity in Cambodia? As you see currently, China tried to expand and influence across the region. So why not Korea? And the aim of the reason I'm here, we are looking for the partner in order to expand our business operation. So currently, I can see that some of the very potential projects, for example, like public Wi-Fi. As I mentioned from the beginning, the number of users using the mobile phone SIM card is dropped and continue to drop it. And the people are going to be utilize data more than work. And that is a great opportunity. And the people can access the multiple of choice, through the through the internet, through the cable. And we have some of the projects I mentioned, like smart home and smart city and FTTH project. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your presentation and your time. So it seems like you've been with this company for a while, and you guys have built up a pretty stable operation, and obviously your financials speak for themselves. And you mentioned that you're looking for potential partners in Korea to work on projects with you back in Cambodia. Could you specify, or if you're talking to any potential partners now, what kinds of people you're interested in meeting?
As I mentioned at the beginning, it's the reason that I'm looking for the partners. Even we have a nationwide of the international backbone, but we still face up the expansion, from the backbones to the end users, and this is going to be a shoot of the investment and it's a big challenge for our company, and the investment that based on the plan over last year 2016, it's going to be cost us about $50 million in order to expand that.
Thank you.
It just question that Korean telco, internet service provider, they trying to go to overseas market, but I believe that it wasn't that successful because there is kind of some restrictions, regulation that foreign investor can invest.
If we're talking about the regulation and restriction in Cambodia, I don't think that, I think Cambodia is more open than the other country. And the investor help try to own 100% of share and invest in Cambodia. And we have a open sky policy for the investor. We have a lot of the incentive from the government, to help to support the foreign investment.
So have you ever talked to any Korean telcos?
I come here, so I also shortly talking to KT, a Korean telecom, and from what I heard, currently the Korean telecom also working with our public telco company, TC. But in the future, we're going to be looking for the cooperation with the Korean telecoms.
Just besides for partners, there is a lot of kind of organizations such as Korea Association of Telcos or Korea Association of ICT Promotions. I think that's the kind of good place to start to talk. Then they will connect you to a lot of different players in Korea. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yes. Thank you.
Your top line grew by like 15% year over year, but you had a huge margin expansion for EBITDA going from 30 to 38%. What the reason behind that margin expansions?
The reason is, you see that right now people are living with the Internet of Things, even in a meeting, anywhere. So we can see the the opportunity going to be commerce. So the reason behind is that because of the market is still left behind. It's a big market that we need to utilize it. We need to capture that great opportunity. When the people have access to internet in the futures, they're gonna be accessing everything. As you see that our people doing presentation, like shopping online, like medical access to online through the internet, and also logistic, a lot of things. This is a great opportunity. All those people cannot go without using internet.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And I'm like, oh, man, my neck so goddamn cold. Diamonds when my teeth are so.
Okay, our next presenter from Cambodia, This startup provides an online platform to help the recruitment process for both Cambodian job seekers and recruiters to help making better recruiting process. Please welcome Mr. Sovicia, CEO and founder of Trusted IT Business.
You shut it out, but I can't hear a word you say.
Hi everyone, my name is Sovicia and I come from TITB. And currently TITB has two business units. The first one is system administration. We specialize on server management. And the second one is software development and outsource programmer. So this presentation is for creating a third business unit for commercializing of our own software application. It's called Online Shopboard. This is my name again, Sovicia, founder, CEO, and I have been providing the internet business solution in Cambodia more than 12 years now. The last few months I just been a Cambodian young entrepreneur work. This is the photo of my team. We are young, talented people involved in technologies. This is our main client. And this is the problem that we're finding with the recruitment issues in Cambodia. And most of the people in Cambodia, they are unemployed. They cannot find a good job in Cambodia, so they keep traveling to work abroad, just like they go to work in Thailand, they go to work in Korea. And also, most of them, they're also working with the wrong job choice. They're working in the wrong job profession skill. They are not very satisfied with their current job. And the last one is that they keep traveling very far from their home to the company they are working for. And sometimes they travel more than 30 kilometers back and forth every day, just going to work. So they spend a lot of time, they spend a lot of money for their living. And this is the problem that we find for the employer and recruitment agencies. And most of the company in Cambodia, they are very difficult to check the working experience and the previous performance evaluation. So this means that they cannot, it's very hard to check the information on the CV. Sometimes the candidate they put on the CV that they can do this, they can do that, but actually during the interview, they almost know nothing about what they are putting in the CV. And they have a real limitation of reaching to the candidate. And it's really hard to find the candidate. And the company, the employer, they need to hire the recruitment agency to work for them. Sometimes only one position, they hire 3 agencies. And they spend more than 100% to 200% of the basic salary for the service fee. So they spend a lot. And sometimes they spend around 1 month to 3 months to get the right candidate. So it takes a lot of time. And the recruitment agency, they're doing the manual process. They keep doing the manual process. It means that they check the CV, they call for the first interview first. If the information that they get from the CV is matched to the candidate, then they send the CV to the client, then the client can make the interview. So they take a lot of time, processing a lot of time. And this one I just mentioned earlier that the information on the CV is not reliable enough. So our solution is that we want to create an online job board and the mobile application that allow the job seeker that they can post on the application the job wanted, and they also they can search the job availabilities around that area, 3 kilometers around that area, 5 kilometers around that area, and they also check the job that they want. And the employer, they also can search the CV database too much. We have an intelligent matching system engine that can match the right candidate to the right position. So our value proposition is to help our HR service industry to make a better recruitment decision based on the standard of the candidate information. This is how it look like on the application. So we have three main stakeholders on the application. The first one is job seeker. The job seeker, they can put their minimum information on the application. Employer, they can post their job announcement, and the recruitment agency, they can help the employer to get the right candidate that they want. So in our system, we have a deep learning system that can do the matching engine. We also have the functionality to do the background check. We also can do the performance evaluation. It means that when the candidate, when the employee they stop working for the employer, the employee they can review the employer, and the employer can review the employee back. Recently, we only want to target only the Cambodian job seekers, employers, and online job portal, and recruitment agency, and other university. We target all industry. It's just like a construction, textile, education, and tourism. And recently in Cambodia, the economy grow very fast. So it means that a lot of foreigners or a lot of investors keep coming to Cambodia. And you can see a lot of high building, a lot of opportunity over there. So I think that is also very good for us as well. This is the market size that we want to estimate. We want to estimate 8 million of the low-skilled worker. And basically our application only for the low skill. We benchmarking the LinkedIn and Upwork.com, and we do for the low-skilled worker. Low-skilled worker just like a cashier, security guard with a very, very low skill that they cannot do the CV. This is from our market survey. From the market survey, we can see that the 76%, they are not really satisfied with their current job. And the 66%, they cannot create their own CV. And the 39%, they can change job every year. They keep changing the job every year. Sometimes 1%, they change more than two companies in 1 year. So they mean that the turnover rate is very high for the low-skilled worker. This is our photo during our interview. We want to reach our customer. We have a lot of channels. We have a direct meeting, and also build a customer engagement by building the CSR activities. This is what makes it unique. Our unique selling point is that we are the first platform. So it means that in Cambodia, we don't see anyone that do this kind of a platform in Cambodia. In Cambodia, they have only the online job portal, just like a newsletter that online. After that, they have nothing. They have nothing after that. And we have we also provide a platform that can cross-platform, including mobile, and we also provide the API. This is our income sources. We have 4 income sources. The first one is from the job seeker. We do the pay-as-you-go payment model is for the CV generation. We charge the CV generation from the medium-skilled worker, but we don't charge for the low-skilled worker. And the second one is the most profitable income, is a monthly subscription for employer and the recruitment agencies. The third one, we get it from the training and consulting service. And the last one we get from the advertising on our platform. Partnership, we plan to get a partnership with the government sector, other association, education sectors, and all the sectors we want to include. And what we are finding, we want to find an investor who is interested in our project and to support us to get it done. Thank you.
Thanks for the presentation. Your platform currently, what's the ratio between low-skilled and high-skilled workers?
Yeah, for the low-skilled worker.
Yeah, what's the sort of balance look like?
Yeah, we only to get the low-skilled worker.
Primarily low-skilled workers.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we see that the number of the low-skilled worker is very high. So it means that, for example, if you charge one transaction $1, if we get a 1 million transaction, we also can earn $1 million per month. So it's very, very profitable. If it's target a low, medium skilled worker, I don't think
So your pay-as-you-go model for the people using is it the CV generation service?
Yes, CV generation service.
Okay, so just to make sure that I understand your business model for
Yeah.
this particular section.
Yeah.
So if I'm a low-skilled worker and I come onto your platform, you guys generate the CV for me, and it's a one-time payment, or then do I pay monthly to
It's
keep that CV up there?
It's a one-time payment.
One-time payment?
Yes.
Okay. So what kind of deal size are you looking for right now? And after you raise money, what does the sort of future look like for you guys in terms of how you grow your business?
Sorry, I don't catch it well.
Yeah, my voice is kind of deep, right? How much money are you trying to raise, and how will you use that to grow your business in Cambodia? Can you just tell me the sort of short plan?
Recently, we are seeking for the seed funding. Is only $100,000 for working capital only. Yeah, 100,000.
Okay. And what will you do with the 100,000 US?
For the operation, for the salary to develop, and for the other marketing activities. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We now have two companies left for today's pitching. Let me introduce a startup from Brunei. This company provides business intelligence in agriculture to help the growers to make the best decisions. Before we invite Dr. Vanessa Teo, CEO of iGroom, let's first watch an introductory video.
Food is such an integral part of lives, and we wondered, why aren't more people growing their own food? People want to start, but how would you start? Internet? Books? Articles? Friends? Or neighbors? We realized that so many people were having all these unanswered questions, and they just wanted a simple and direct answer. So, what if starting your own urban farm was as easy as 1, 2, and 3? Welcome to Sprout IQ. What if you had someone telling you how to grow effectively in your environment every single day? And each month, getting the chance to learn about how to grow a new plant and sharing it with a community of like-minded individuals. So, how does it work? First, register for our workshop to equip yourself with what you need to know in order to start. Second, onboard our Sprout IQ platform so that you can receive your daily reminders and tips and get the chance to share with the community along the way. Third, choose to add on a farm starter kit that allows you to plug and play your very own urban farm. And that's it. Want to join us? Just register at www.agromelq.com. Now anyone can grow.
Just something about you, holding on your love, never giving up. Just something about you, jumping in the car.
So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Vanessa Teo, and I am the founder and CEO of AgromelQ, where our mission really is to make smart farming made simple. So, my story really began when I was a PhD student with IBM Research Labs in Brunei, whereby I was an agricultural systems modeler tasked to optimize farm systems. I spent about 4 years collecting data on ASEAN farms and looking at where are the gaps and what is the problem. So during this journey, what I really realized was that farmers were not doing well, and it wasn't their fault. Imagine a single farmer has to make various decisions every single day. How much fertilizer should I add? Where should I sell? When should I start planting? All these decisions, he's just not well enough equipped to answer. So what I decided to do, 2 years ago, I submitted my thesis and I moved to Vancouver and I joined a programming boot camp. I developed the first prototype of AgromelQ with my first development team. Out of that boot camp, we won the award for the best app coming out of that platform because we solved a real-world issue. So introducing AgromelQ, about a year ago, we released our commercial product, an agriculture edutech platform that supports a new generation of growers. A new generation of growers that is resource efficient, technologically savvy, and entrepreneurial in mindset. As I highlight here, by 2050, there will be 9 billion people in this world. Our farms would have to increase food productivity by 34%. To put it down to ASEAN, most of our farmers are 55 years old and above, and are only primary educated. Many technologies coming into the industries, but farmers that don't know how to apply this technology in an applicable way. So what do we do today? AgromelQ provides offline training and workshop curriculum. We have provided into 6 pilot schools, community training centers, and agricultural vocational training centers. Also, we provide the platform in which information is shared, different curriculum for different crop types. And also, we manufacture our own farm starter kits that allow anyone to start their own farm. We have now provided these farm starter kits at production of 20 kilos minimum a month for small urban sites so anyone can start growing. Right now, we are a team of 10 individuals, mainly agriculturalists, soil scientists, programmers, and farm auditors, all working hard in creating amazing curriculum content and accreditation programs, as now we are working on increasing the standard of our farms in ASEAN and Asia. These are our core advisors, beginning with Radi, who is the head of product development of one of the biggest telcos in Brunei, Phoebe Ko, who is a brand strategist in Procter & Gamble in Singapore, and Dayudara Permata, who is the co-founder of Go Live and the VP of Gojek. Also, we have partnerships with US Asia Links. She is a consultant for the USDA organic certification body and also a professor for many years in agriculture biotechnology. So, market validation, what have we done? We have been featured by Bain & Company just this year as one of the leaders in digital integration for the agriculture sector, focusing on smart cities within the agriculture vertical. Also, we've been featured under the ASEAN Foundation as really helping the next generation of growers for ASEAN with our smart solutions. To date, about a year in, we have developed our platform and onboarded 500 users, integrated into 6 schools, and ran programs in Singapore in partnership with Asander Singh Bridge and TNB Ventures. So these are just a few of the competitions that we've won and been part of. Pitch Up Palace at Commonwealth was one of them, focusing on technology for humankind, whereby we were top 5 out of 52 countries. And also we were one of the finalists for the Create at Alibaba Startup Contest last year. So what do we need? Right now, we're focusing on developing our own farm training facility. We want to be a place where farmers can come in and gain their education, but at the same time, continue R&D and development for our edutech platform. We are continuously improving the platform, by increasing number of crops included, and also optimization of our customer acquisition processes. Also, why invest in Agrom and also, I guess, in Brunei? We have very strong government partnership that allows us access to large farm areas and resources. Also, we have a highly expert team that is not only within the team, but agricultural experts within government and private sector that we're working together to create a standardized accreditation program for farmers. We want to ensure that farmers are getting the right information and standards so that they can produce better, higher quality coming out of Asia. Also in Brunei, we are the sole accrediting and certified body, accessing 1,000 farms alone in Brunei, all onboarded onto our platform. And also we are getting our curriculum accredited by Pearson. So that is basically the end of my presentation. So I hope that you would consider to join our journey as we really try to mold the next generation of growers. Thank you.
Hi, Vanessa. Thanks for your presentation. Quick question. So when you're talking about the next generation of farmers, in the picture that I saw for your educational curriculum, your program, it seemed like mostly like the older generation. So I was wondering what that breakdown looks like, if it's actually younger people that are trying to get into this small scale like commercial farming, or if it's really integrating newer technology and farming methods through your curriculum for the older generation. And second question is, if you're implementing or if you're helping these people learn about newer farming methods, etc., I imagine there's a lot of questions like afterward about how do I maintain this equipment, or do you guys do any after service on that front?
So I guess in the first question, I guess we deliver as a B2B and a B2C. So B2B meaning that we consider commercial live farms already a running business. So people that actually want to have the educational training are usually farm owners and farm managers. So we will actually come in, provide the platform, and actually our team will come in and train a whole bunch of the farmers. But of course, in technology integration, we work with governments. So being the certifying trainers for Brunei, we are able to enter the farms with the government officers and actually show that this is a new technique, and we work with very close partnerships. And that takes a longer cycle. Whereas for B2C with our consumers, so the younger generation, students, things like that, that actually grew in a very organic way. We just started showcasing our workshops, showcasing on social media platforms, and it was actually people coming to us asking what are your challenges at growing at home, and they want to have a more secure food supply for their own families. So that's kind of how that program came about in terms of the younger generation. Sorry, the second question was...
Oh, do you provide after service for your customers?
All right. So in terms of after service information, that's why we had the community platform whereby students or users are sharing information about their crops. Some of them is just maybe showing off their products, but some of them are actually sharing real life problems. But what we felt is that we as the Agrom team was actually providing answers, but then the community also started sharing their possible solutions because they face a similar challenge. So it started becoming like a forum. But what we're trying to explore with that is to work more with the farm suppliers of fertilizers, seed suppliers that would like to work with certain type of groups, and they could actually come on the platform too and showcase why they're good. Yeah.
Can you elaborate how you closely work with the government and how that ties into your business?
So there's this general certification in ASEAN, in the global world. So it's called Good Agricultural Practices. It's called the GAP. So every ASEAN country has their own standards. So Brunei has one, Malaysia has one, and there's an ASEAN GAP and a global GAP. This basically allows all farmers to be standardized. So this has been a government process for years. So this year, for the first time, they've privatized that whole process, whereby we are actually the certifying training for GAP. Because what we deliver is the digitization of this certification process. They have a lot of backlog and they don't have a lot of efficiency in that process. So with our platform, we can actually certify more farmers within a year, and at the same time collecting their data so that we could actually optimize their farm seasons as well. So that's why the government saw a huge benefit in that. And I think government partnership and the ASEAN GAP as a whole could be really benefiting from a platform like this, because they want to get as many farmers on this certification, but farmers need to find an incentive of why they should be doing that. Yeah.
Just to understand your long-term vision for your company, is it like Monsanto of ASEAN countries? Or can you put it in just one sentence?
We would like to be acquired by Whole Foods, so by Jeff Bezos. So we believe that the first step in everything that you do is to educate. Why is it important to do something? So now they've educated a group it's a small community, but it's still a community of growers. They have the right education, the right standards, and the right products. Now they're saying, where can we sell? What can we do with it? Then it's easy for us to put them on the marketplace. Then what we'll have in a few years' time is an ASEAN production of great products that is really being not marketed well at all. Just being part of the Borneo Island, which is a combination of Malaysia, Indonesia, and Brunei, a lot of undervalued farm products that is just being wasted away. So what we feel is that there's so much to be highlighted, and we feel that that would be a great added value, and that's why we believe that will be acquired by Whole Foods. Yeah.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Just something about you. Just something about
Last but not least, please allow me to introduce our last presenter for today's pitching. This company provides innovative solutions on human resource management to SMEs by reducing daily HR challenges. Please welcome Mr. Simon Su, founder of Track and Roll.
Hi. With technologies constantly on the rise and changing every aspect of how business is conducted, you'll be surprised to see that human resource department in most SMEs is actually one of the most neglected departments in terms of technology's advancement or innovations. Today, more than 60% of the SME in the developing countries is still spending a lot of time, half of every single month, doing simple things like collecting punch cards from branches, reconciling leave attendance pay, claims and payrolls, and even more sophisticated things like shift management, project timesheet management, and even on employees' performance appraisals. All these things has been carried out best with pens and paper, or with technologies that is like worse than Excel. So, why is some of the reasons that is not happening? It can be identified and summarized into some of the points like the right technologies for them is either hard to find, hard to use, or simply too expensive to afford one, which can be demonstrated here. And that actually forms the core missions of a company, whereby we're trying to introduce the right technologies that is simple, easy to use, and affordable for all SMEs to digitize all that, getting them ready for the next generations. So my name is Simon Su, founders of Track and Roll. Let me introduce to you a visions that provide solutions that can empower everyone to be the instant HR experts. So in a nutshell, what is Track and Roll? Track and Roll is basically a set of solutions that consists of some of the most commonly used HR things voted by the SME themselves. Okay, things like centralized employee management, live attendance, e-leave, e-claims, payrolls, and all that. A simple example of what our, let's say, attendance services. We can replace most of the punch card with simple phone apps, or that can either check in by themselves or access scanners that employees can just tap in for those that do not have a handphone. But what actually stands us out from the crowds is we built the whole system over the cloud, meaning that the solution is all available on the internet, over your web browsers, over any devices. So making things really fast and easy. And of course, we leverage a lot of mobile services in there. And lastly, in terms of business model, a lot of the legacy system is either updated or they charge through a middleman where they incur a heavy one-time investment, which comes with a little support. Whereas ours, we use a subscription model where a company can start fast and test it for themselves anytime. So obviously, we are not the only one in the system in the market, but we are few of the only one that actually ambitious enough to cater everything on the core into one single platform. Why is that so? Because a lot of the clients say that they do not want to engage with too many software just to do one single system, service. And a little bit into the markets, okay, we are targeting 20 million SME industry within the next the Southeast Asia region expansion, which is ready to make a change in the next 3 years. Who is our target market? It's evenly split between the 50% corporates and 50% industry players. Why is that so? Because where I'm coming from the oil and gas industry, we have a lot of demands, especially for like remote sites management and also project management that deal a lot with time costs. target about 20 to 200 employees, and mostly conventional people, which is still a lot in the regions. Okay, so a little bit of traction. We bootstrapped ourselves for the first year and a half, and our product is finally on the pilot stage. And we also have a 50% EOI after a 100 company sales score. And also throughout these years, we have built 2 to 3 countries connections SI that is very interested in the product to help us market in their countries. Also, we've been to awards as well last year. So who are we? We are founders of 3 diversified people that make up 40 years of our experience in startup technologies as well as operations, and a board of directors that help us to gain market access and strategies. Luckily enough, we just raised our first fund of 150,000, and then we are coming here to looking forward to raise the second round, ready for our next expansions locally and as well as regionally in the region. So with that, I'm opening up the floor to hope to see and welcome you, to invite you to join us and roll with us to help digitize this economy to make them HR a better place again. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon. I understand you focus on HR aspects of the ERP function. Do you plan on expanding that into other functions? And if you were to, what is your strategy to do it?
Okay, great. We have got a very fixed modules and in terms of directions. I think we would be very focused onto the direction that we already fixed, but we will go very deep into the vertical instead. So things like attendance, we will go from, currently we are using QR codes and smartphone. We are also looking into going deeper into smart devices and also facial recognition and all that thing, which is in the pipeline. So what do we choose? It really depends on when the market is, how the market is reacting, and then it also depends on geography, cultures, and all that thing. So I would say that we are fully focused on the vertical rather than expanding to, because HR is big, it's huge. So I want to go deeper into specialize in those areas. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Just when you expand it to horizontal, probably there'll be a lot of interesting kind of services or products, such as name card. You can have employee benefit kind of side.
Yes.
Yeah, gift side.
Yep.
And healthcare for the employment. Those kind of things you can have, I think, but you're not in your pipeline or something.
No, it is.
Yeah.
Because like now, looking at now, the attendance services, we are already using a unique employee's identity. So currently we are using QR codes, and I just make some friends here who is in line with what we can expand, which you could be using IoT, where that one can actually act as identity for loyalty programs and all that thing. So the loyalty programs that we're going to be engaging on is not on the mass scale, but it's all on focus on within the company themselves. So let's say I have got a company of 50 people, and the advertisement that if we were to sell it, right, it would be targeted within the group of 50 people. And because we know exactly who they are, what role they play, are they engineers or are they racer, then we can only feed those ads that's relevant to them. So that's also another vertical, but it's within the same profile management. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it for Q&A. Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you.